Hello and welcome back. In case you're new, my name is Morgan Hazelwood, and this is my usually lazy Sunday afternoon live stream. But it's Camp Nano. I'm feeling like writing, so I might actually get some writing in. Today, we're probably going to have a couple hellos from my new kitty, Catechus, who is hanging out. But he wants me to play. So my first sprint may be a hang out with him sprint. We'll see how it goes. I see we have over on YouTube, we have an Amor. Hello, I'm so glad you made it. We have Hope. Thank you for coming. Great to see you. And Jace at least swung by to say hi, at least a little bit before bed. So thank you for coming. Oh, and we have Andy. Hello. Am I supposed to grab the cat to say hi, or should we just wait until he wanders over on his own? We'll see. So, yeah, it's Sunday. It's been a weird week. Work has been a little crazy. Obviously, I got the new cat, and we had a discussion yesterday. It's entirely my fault. We've been playing some. I've got the wounds to prove it, but the nose was totally my fault. I was looking for a lost toy of his and poking in the back of the recliner, and then my head popped over and he just batted it without paying attention to what was going on. So I don't blame him for this, but it should be healed pretty quickly. It wasn't too deep. It just startled me, shall we say. Today I think I might write some poetry, and I'm going to be looking at my Persephone and Hades retelling. So Andy says, oh, I know that I'm bored. Pay attention to me, Yao. Yes, and I've been out running errands and stuff, so I got home just in time to set up for the live stream. So he's been bored and at home, and oh, hey, you can see him. Isn't he a cutie? Hi, we don't claw the carpet. We're having discussions. Good kitty, good kitty. We do claw the cat tree. So I don't know if you've had a tour of my house before, but we now have a cat tree over in this corner. So he's totally encouraged to, hang out over there. And if he wants, he can sit on top of the bookcase. I don't care. Are we clawing at the rug again? How about we not claw the rug and we play with our toy instead? See, ribbon toy? Ribbon toy. Much better. So yeah, he's been a little neglected today, and he would like to make sure that I am aware that he needs more love. Andy says that catnip on the cat tree helps encourage that behavior. He's using it pretty regularly. So he just found a new trick where he can claw under the rug that I'm sitting on top of. So we're having a little discussion, and I did pick up a water bottle to spritz in his face when he decides Attack Mama's Ankle is the game we're going to be playing. So, but we're getting there. We're still sorting things out. But he is also a snuggle bug, and he follows me around, and he's super affectionate. So, tons of good things too, not just complaints. Because he's a good kitty. He's somewhere, they think 6-8 months, but he was a rescue or a stray. So yeah. And I didn't want to use too much catnip right away, especially since I picked him up drugged out of his mind from the vet's office to take him home for the initial take home, because they don't let you take home intact kitties from the animal shelter, which I completely support. So, hi. So yeah, that's the big thing in my life. Although not quite sure what August is going to look like. My mother is going to have surgery. So I will let you know when I know what August looks like. But July is good. We're good. And what do you say about let's do a sprint while I set up this litter genie? I would like to contain the smell a little more since I have such an open house environment. And it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just trying to get ahead of it. So, because if you stay ahead of it, then you never have to catch up, which I think we can all agree is probably the better bet. So let's see. Are y'all ready to sprint and get some words in? Hi, yes, you are a good kitty, aren't you? So let's see. I got my timer open. I got it set for 2021 because it still amuses me. And that's the important thing here is how much Morgan is amused. So, okay. I am going to share my screen. I am going to share my audio, my Chrome tab, and go play with my kitty while y'all get some words in or play with your own cats or whatever happens to be your idea for a productivity sprint. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. And I have a Doc with me. Are you ready to join? Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How's your week been?
Oh, my week was a long training class that left me exhausted most nights. But
Oh my goodness. This is the new job, right?
Yep, this is a new job. I'm having to learn all kinds of fun things about acquisition and management. And I'm getting a little echo, so I'm going to put headphones on.
Okay. So.
But I got through it, and I passed.
Yay! That's always a win. Better? No echo? You good?
Yep, I'm good.
Excellent. Excellent. If Catechus wanders this way, I'll introduce you. But my nose is healing up okay. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Your microphone didn't switch over. Oh, you're on mute. Haha.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello and welcome. So what did you say after you put on the headset?
What did I say? I think I said that I thought I was good. Okay, I think there's a little lag because I'm seeing you react and then I'm hearing the sound from you laughing. I blame the internet.
I blame the internet.
Yep. But I've had a long week, but I have emerged victorious.
Okay.
While gaining knowledge about all kinds of things about how to set up and buy new work systems and build a team to do them. And it's like, wasn't I doing all this stuff before? Wasn't it my management who was stopping me from doing these things right?
I got a new work laptop this week. I've been having some issues with the old one, and I put in a ticket, and they're like, well, your lease is up. Let's go ahead and just get you a new one. Fun fact, the chip shortage is affecting our laptop supply. So I got a refurbished one that after 2 replacements and a BIOS update, they finally got it so that it would charge through the docking port.
Like it's supposed to.
Well, I mean, yeah, the regular charger works fine. But yeah, no, it was plugged in all day and I was using it like on my monitor and stuff. And all of a sudden I realized it was at like 40% and it wasn't charging. So I fiddled with stuff and it reconnected and it seemed okay. And then it was at 6%. And I closed it up and walked over to IT and said, fix this.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially since the charger that they handed me on my way out the door was a USB-C rather than the power cable. So it was using that same port.
Mm-hmm.
So that was exciting. Yeah.
Did they get it fixed?
They did, although it did have a part where it stopped showing up on the dual monitor. So I'm not sure what's
I love how you're unsure about the whole process about, we took it in, they fixed it, I'm not sure if they broke everything else.
I mean, we'll see until I get Catechus used to the house. I'm going with lidded cups instead of my open cups because I am allergic to cats, and so leaving an open water cup that he may have stuck his head in to see what's what is probably contraindicated. So
what you need is an open cup with water in it that you don't drink from, but it's just out there to see if Catechus is likely to go and stick his head in it.
Oh, I will drink out of them while supervised. And I found the best thing to do is supervise it, and when I'm done with it, flip it upside down in the dish drainer. Because I've got like the open house and he's got run of the main room. I haven't let him into the bedroom or anything. Day 3 was probably peak allergies. But Yeah, definitely getting better. Hi.
You adapting well?
I am. I believe he is adapting really great to being a house cat instead of a stray and or in a 2-level cage at the SPCA.
Mm.
I believe he enjoys having the run of the place.
Mm-hmm.
So, and perching on top of my counter and my laptop and my lap and my couch and my bookcase and, whatever happens to be there.
As long as it hasn't quite made it up to the mantelpiece and started pushing things off.
Not yet. So this owl is Catechus. Say hi to your adoring audience. Okay, we're in playtime. I think that's it. So, and I got a water bottle sprayer to mist him in the face because I am actually, I know this is going to come as a shock to like all of you, but I'm not actually a fan of Attack My Ankle as a game. And he thinks it's a great game. So I've been wearing long pants all week, but I was out and about today. So I'm trying shorts with socks hiked up and the water sprayer at hand. Because I sprayed him in the face twice while saying no and taking my ankles away from him. And he runs off when he gets sprayed in the face with water. Which is the exact reaction I would like.
Yeah.
Because when I went in with my hand to grab him off is how I got my hand all scuffed up.
All scarred up.
Yeah. Nothing really deep or anything. The only things that have bled are me hitting my knuckle when I try to keep him out of my bedroom and my hand hit the jam. And the nose swipe. So.
Yeah. It's those little kitten claws that are sharp like razors, but really short, so you can't really trim them.
He's a catten. So I have a friend who used to be a vet tech coming over, and we're going to try and snip those.
Yeah. So. I know that when you try to play with his feet, he tries to strike back, but I strongly recommend play with his feet as much as possible because that will make him put up with you trimming his claws.
Yeah, that's the plan, to start trimming like week 1, week 2 early on, so it's a thing that happens regularly. Andy says I'm very lucky that he doesn't like the spritz in the face because his boys just blink and start licking at the water. Well, if they're licking at the water, they're no longer clawing your ankles, so either way, distraction.
Yeah, we found that our cats didn't so much object to the water being sprayed, but they objected to the sound of the sprayer. So much so that in the past I have disciplined them by just going and they start looking around paranoid. It's like, where is it coming from?
I tried to simply disengage. You bite me. You bite my ankle, I get up, I walk away, I go wash my hands because I am moderately allergic to cats. And if they bite me, it will start to itch and swell up a little, just a little inflamed. But if I wash it instantly, we're pretty good, which is why the nose went actually straight to hydrogen peroxide because it's on my face.
Yeah.
So
I recommend thick socks during the
initial
adaptation period. Yes.
Yeah. So hi, we're talking about you. He's looking at me. He's under the desk. So
he said, "Reach that hand down. I want to snag it." No.
He loves hanging out with me when I'm home, and I found he's more playful and aggressive if I've been more at the office. The longer I'm out the day before, the more excited he is to have me at home to play with. So,
because he's been lonely.
Yeah. I mentioned before you got on, Doc, August may be a little wiggly. My mother is having surgery. Sako's here. Let me pop her in. Hello. And then there were 3. I was just telling Doc that in August, I don't know what my schedule is going to be. My mother has a bicuspid heart valve instead of a tricuspid one, and the valve has hit the not really working so great part. So on the 12th, which is a Thursday, they're going in to see how extensive the surgery is going to have to be. So they know there will be surgery. They don't know how much. So I'm not getting audio from Sako.
I'm not getting it either.
So, but everybody says hi. Oh, we have a Chandra too. Hello. And Kelly showed up. And Emma Ward is like, galoshes. I do have a lovely pair of galoshes, but they have been walked through the goat fields a few too many times and might be a little...
Pungent?
There we go.
There we go.
Did you want to say hi?
Sure. Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey. If you don't already know me, which you probably do, I do art to it, and I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking for videos that specialize in marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
And we went straight into Kat when Doc got here. So did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, folks. I'm Doc Coleman, steampunk author. I write steampunk comedy adventure. And you can find me by searching for Doc Coleman Steampunk on your favorite search engine. And if it doesn't show up, it's their fault, not mine.
Clearly. So.
But I've got some books and short stories and anthologies that I'm in out there. I'm currently in edits for the second book in the Adventures of Crackle and Bang, which is set in India.
Very cool.
Yep.
And I see we had a Heather swing in. Hello and welcome. Awesome crowd here today. So Sako is coming to us straight from her live stream where she was doing sketches.
Not straight from my live stream,
okay.
but I had a friend over. I had a friend over and
nice.
Over home. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and I was like, nap or hang out with Morgan and Doc.
That's a tough one.
And I'm late because I had a friend come over because tomorrow's my birthday.
Ooh!
She brought me a birthday cake.
Nice.
That's
so you're
amazing.
Turning 35?
I'm turning 55. I wear each year as a badge of honor. This is more proof that I am indefeatable by time or events.
Right on.
But if you think I look like a good-looking 35-year-old man, we'll talk.
And Andy says, happy birthday, Doc.
Thank you, Andy.
So,
I noticed earlier that Kelly had said that cats don't like water, and I find this amusing.
Some do, some don't.
Because
some are indifferent.
My company name is Swimming Cat Studios, and the logo is a tiger riding a wave.
Love it.
Tigers love to play with water.
Yes, they do.
Andy says
cats don't like unexpected water.
True. 20th anniversary of your 35th birthday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next year, my 35th birthday, we'll be able to vote, right? No.
So,
lots
of happy birthdays from the
Emma Ward.
So yeah, what are y'all working on today?
I worked on eating brunch at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, pretty much. I had lunch. I had birthday cake. I was about to sit back and watch a movie, and then I saw it's like, oh wait, Morgan invited me to drop in. I should drop in.
Yay!
I got to figure out what I'm working on. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. So my question is, should I edit or should I submit some short stories that I've gotten back?
Submit short stories.
Okay. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Got to keep those short stories out in the market.
Yep. Gathering that lovely rejection pile. So.
Yeah, like I said on Twitter, it's the rejection. Rejection usually means that they don't have a slot open in the schedule, or if you're querying to an agent and they say, no, thank you, I'm not ready to work for you yet, it just means they don't know how to sell your book. So it doesn't say anything about the quality of your work.
Right. Yeah. What Doc's talking about is I posted a thread on Twitter. Somebody posted online that they had gotten a really kind R&R, and I've only gotten like 4 rejections on R&Rs. And since my latest round of revisions, which I know made my story better, I've gotten nothing but 4 rejections. And my knee-jerk reaction was, maybe my writing's not good enough to deserve nice rejections. And that is clearly a lie. Different agents do things differently, and I understand the overwhelming number of manuscripts they have coming at them and the need for form letters. And like, I know it was myself that had the thought, but my friend heart kind of broke a little for my writer's self, that I even thought that my writing wasn't good enough to deserve a kind rejection. I mean, you're not owed kindness. People are busy. They have other priorities.
I get it, but kindness goes a long way.
But nothing means you're not worthy of kindness. Nothing. So.
Yeah, if you actually get like a personal letter from an agent saying that, they don't think that they can represent your book, but suggesting that you make changes, I mean, that's really them saying, it's like, I don't know what to do with this, but if you change it this way, maybe I will know what to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, it depends on, are they really compromising the integrity of your story, or do they actually have a good idea?
Right. Right. Okay. So popping back over to the comments, MM Ward says that her cats will jump in the bathtub or the dog pool. But for what other people are working on, Heather has the evening to herself. Chandra has been cleaning, organizing, and assembling furniture all weekend.
Oh my gosh, Chandra.
Like a boss. Andy has another 300 words into his short story atop the 700 he got in before we started the write-in, and now he's working on laundry and cleaning and furniture selection. Which is a long way to say, take care, I'm going to go run around the house. Okay. So are we ready to try and get some writing in?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Kelly talking about trapping the cats in the bathroom just to wash them.
I mean, I try not to need to wash cats often.
Yeah. I've heard that it's usually good to not wash your cats, but
when fleas happen,
I've got a cat who has gotten filthy and needed
when they stop bathing
in order to get her coat back into shape. They actually make cat bags for that. You put the cat in it. It's got a hole for their head to come out, and it keeps their claws away from you so that you can manage it. But it's open enough mesh that you can actually get the soap in and wash them. But
interesting.
But I sense an oncoming word sprint.
Chandra says she's only got 16K of her 40K nano goals, so warming up those fingers and getting ready to go. Or try writing something else if the words for that story aren't coming. So let's see. Where is the tab with the buzzer?
It's there.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Thank you, Doc.
It's amazing how helpful that is.
Right? So let's go ahead and get some productivity done. Last sprint, I assembled a litter genie and played with my cat and ate some crackers and cheese. This time, I'm going to pick a market and see if I can send out a short or two. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back. I read some clickbait and played with my cat and ate chocolate. And I did update query or submission grinder with my latest rejection, so at least it's up to date. And I did run a query of potential of places to query or submit. So I just haven't picked one yet. How about we not claw my sofa? Okay.
But it's no fun.
It's right there.
It's
Right?
so fun and easy.
He does like chilling at the back of the chair I'm on. So, how did y'all do?
Okay, I'll go first. I went upstairs and put laundry in the dryer.
Yeah.
And then I hooked up a new drive to my server.
No.
And yes, I did hook up a new drive to my server.
Cat ran off.
And set it up to do backups for my server, and came back and got part of the way towards setting up to do backups for my laptop to the new drive.
Nicely done.
So, got to have backups or your stuff doesn't exist.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or Morgan's poetry doesn't exist if she doesn't have.
I haven't had Sako's experience, but I did have 2 copies of the same Gmail draft open and saved my notes about what I should write over the actual copies of the poetry. So when I went to go read at open mic night, I had ideas of poetry and no actual poems.
Oh.
And they were poems I was super excited about sharing. I felt so inspired and full of poetry, and they're gone forever.
And it was ephemeral and gone like dust in the wind. And you could write a poem about that.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I paid attention to a class, and I'm getting ready to do the assignment for visual development stuff. So it's old anatomy exercises, but it's, good to get back to the basics. And I'm trying this like perfume samples that I got from a oil company.
Oh, fun.
And I tried Kostya the Undying, which is the name of the scent.
That's
like a Russian fairy tale series.
Okay.
And I think with my body chemistry, I make it smell like cat piss.
That's
not a good combination. No.
That is the thing about the oil-based ones. They're so affected by your natural scent.
Perfume too.
Yeah.
Perfume more so. Yeah. I don't think Kostya the Undying is going to work for me. It smells great coming out of the thing. It smells like burnt paper, basically.
Oh, nice.
So you tried a perfume named Kostya the Undying, and it made you smell like you died.
It kind of smells like I died. Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp.
So, popping into the chat over on the YouTubes, Heather was fighting with Scrivener for a little bit. Chandra got 318 words, very solid. Hope finished planning some in time for the next sprint. Running up now for a quick cup of tea and a snack. Legit.
What's important?
100% how I do. Except the tea, but the snack, totally. Let's see. MM Ward is still working on WA prompts and watching Catechist stalking me. And says that she has 3 backups. I thought I'd saved it as a Google draft. I managed to have one of my poems saved because I'd sent it to my sister because it was about birth order and I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I shot a friend's wedding like a year ago.
Oh, nice.
And and I backed it up 3 places and all 3 places failed.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I've got to have like an old backup of it somewhere. Like maybe on my old dying hard drive, like external hard drive, maybe I might have.
Did you like send any of the pictures to them, or were you still working with them?
I sent them what I thought was great, and then they got back to me and they were worried about double chins. So I had to go back through and fix all the double chins. Yeah.
If nothing else, they do have those copies.
Yeah.
If nothing else, they do have those copies.
Yeah. You can always rework on those photos. But,
yeah. I might have the unedited versions on
so
Google
much work,
Drive.
Though. So much work. Heather's popping out to take her dog out, so we'll see you when you get back.
We'll see you when you get back.
So. I know when I work on audio, I always have the untouched originals, and I make a copy of that, and I edit that, and then save that in the edited form, and then generate the MP3 to go up. And it's like it takes a ton of space, but it means that I always have something to fall back on.
So, popping over to the comment, MM's Ward's motto, Plan B, better paranoid than not.
Yep.
And Chandra enjoyed Doc's "is the scent undying" joke.
Technically, yes. So I might have to shower to.
Oh dear.
Eliminate this.
That's a little fraud.
I used to use Dropbox, but my files are so big, I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I already pay for Google, so I might as well use Google.
Right. Yeah. No, I hear that. So
no, I pay for Dropbox, and I think I may actually pay for extra space on Dropbox.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, especially Scrivener users, end up using Dropbox because unlike Google, it doesn't auto sync across 5 devices, and you got to pay for that. Sorry, I have Scrivener feels. We've been over this before, though.
Well, you don't have to use Scrivener to enjoy syncing across 5 devices.
Google does it automatically.
Yeah.
But I think next time I compose something I like in drafts, I'm going to email it to my other account. So then there's a copy.
I was going to say, so Google syncs stuff automatically, but Dropbox has backups up to 30 days.
I mean, the problem is I had the draft open in 2 places.
Right, and you saved your finished poetry in one place, and then you saved the draft back over it in the other place.
I didn't mean to.
It was just still open. To see the finished
it was
poetry.
Just still open.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't even realize that had happened until open mic night was coming up, and I went looking through all my files, and I'm like, I thought I put it in a Google Doc, you know?
Yeah.
No, I had that happen once with Scrivener. I had it open on 2 different devices, and I had about 1,000 words go into limbo until I dug into the backups and restored the backup, got my words back, and then moved on.
Yeah. If I had noticed within a day, I might have been able to get it back. But having noticed literally a month later, that was the problem.
Yeah. That would have been a problem.
No, it wasn't there until then.
A month later would have been a problem no matter what you were using.
Exactly.
Because even if it was still out there to be saved, you would have had very little time to save it.
Yeah. So Heather says she got into her Vistaprint account and is looking to make a fix in her business card design before she orders more.
You know what? Easy. I should go back on Vistaprint and make like an overall this is all the shit that Sako does card.
Yes, you should.
I do Moo cards.
Moo would really good for my photography.
But they're really good quality, and if you like to have lots of different designs for your backs, Moo rocks, because you just throw up a bunch of pictures and it prints them out with all the different backings. But
and they're an interesting size, like the Moo cards themselves.
Yeah, and they're really good quality paper.
You know, so.
Yeah. Oh, and Morgan has a card. Writer, blogger, blogger. The rest of the font is too small.
I would have like
my weak agent eyes to pick out. No, he's putting it close to the camera. Just means I can't. The camera can't focus on it.
Yeah, the camera can't focus.
Where you had it before, at least it was my fault that my eyes couldn't focus on it.
There it goes.
There we go. That Gmail, the website, the Twitter, the YouTube. That's nice. I like the book.
Thank you.
And you left yours blank on the back so that you could write notes on the back. Oh no, there's something.
There's the shout out for Anansi. Yeah.
At the bottom it says P.S. Whoop, get off me. Sorry. P.S. I also lend my voice to Anansi's Storytime and other Storyforge Network productions.
Okay, that's cool.
Just as a little, I should give them a shout out because, you know, I do a decent amount of work with them. So.
Although it would be kind of funny if the back of your card actually says, "Whoops, get off me, dude."
Whoops, get off me, dude.
As Chandra says, Google definitely has versioning on the document history. I thought I had drafted in Google Docs. I did not. Okay. I drafted in Gmail as an email draft, and email drafts do not have version histories.
Oh,
that was the problem. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So no version history available in an email. Because I put story ideas in my Gmail all the time, but when I go to write, I always go into Docs. So I just assumed that's where it was, and I looked all over, and I'm just guessing that's what happened because I can't find it anywhere. So, yeah, write in something that has version history.
Yeah. Write in whatever you're most comfortable with, but make sure that you like always exit out of it cleanly.
And if your computer crashes, go back in as soon as you get it back up to because restoring, do you want to restore the last draft? Sometimes you do. Don't just hit ignore because you always hit ignore because it always shows up like that. Some people make that mistake before.
Oh shit.
So just sometimes with Word documents for like something that's like an hour on. Nothing like, yeah.
Sometimes it's like, do you want to restore the last draft? It's like, I don't know. Show me both of them. And you don't get that option. But
yeah. So yeah. Well, good luck with your hard drive.
Setting up my backups. Yeah. I think
Sako, but yeah.
Oh, Sako. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with you getting something off of one of those backup drives.
It would be nice.
Are you coming to us from a pillow fort?
I am.
I'm not that cool. I will never be as cool as Sako.
It is my
burden.
My Sako Schloss.
Hi.
And behind my head is a shrine to Saraswati so that I can be creative in my blanket fort.
That's awesome. I may have once knew who Saraswati is, but I do not recall at the moment.
Saraswati is basically the Hindu version of Benzaiten, which is one of the 7 lucky gods in Shinto, the Shinto religion. She is the goddess of like music and art and dance and all of those things. So if you do anything creative, even remotely, like Benzaiten and Saraswati are basically the same goddess.
Nice. They are totally up your alley for all your creativity fields.
Yeah, Benzaiten is the reason why snakes are lucky in Japanese lore.
Oh, fun. Okay.
They're messengers of heaven, and they're messengers of Benzaiten specifically.
Like, that's That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Yep.
So, I totally agree with Chandra. That looks so cozy.
It is so cozy. I have so much blanket. It's wonderful.
Okay. Well, do we want to do another sprint? I think I might actually be ready to be productive. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Share the screen and 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back.
I designed a business card that
Sweet.
encompasses all the things I do.
Cool.
And now I'm going to do something cool and there's plenty of space on the card to write things. So I'm going to do something cool on the back. Oh, putty tat.
I mean, I know why you all actually showed up today.
Putty tat.
Doc?
Someone wants to play Eat the Hand.
I know, it's a tragedy.
So I've been troubleshooting my backups. Trying to get my laptop to connect to the remote drive. Seems to be working, backing up the server, but little difficulty getting things going through remotely over the network. But I think I've almost got it.
That's good. And I found out that I'd actually already resubmitted my Cthulhu or my Elder God on the Internet story to a market that's not listed on Submission Grinder. So that's why it wasn't showing up. So I did not double query or double submit that one. And I found a market and sent out my creepy woods story. And I just decided I was going to send my fairy tale story to Clark's World. So
cool.
It might be a little young for them, but I like it. So maybe other adults will like it. I mean, Doc, you read it. Do you think I should be aiming at a children's market or an everybody market?
I think you should be aiming at an everybody market. But...
That's what I like to hear from my beta readers. So I mean, I really enjoyed writing it. I really enjoyed reading it. It went over great last month at open mic night. So, but yeah, so I actually did what I said I was going to do that sprint.
Yay!
I
have fuzzy kitties next to me.
I don't know where mine wandered off to.
Mine are sleeping.
But
that makes them easy to track.
He gave me a kiss, and now I have to go wash my elbow. So it will happen. So what's the plan for next sprint? I think maybe we can fit one more in, or should we? Yeah. Let's keep going. Okay. I mean, some people might want to leave because it's their birthday.
Indeed.
But yeah. Okay. Then let's go ahead and squeeze in one more sprint. Oh, hello. That's where you went. Okay.
See if I can finish troubleshooting my backups.
Always a good thing.
Yep.
So. I'm being attacked. Did you see? No, you might have seen that attack.
I saw little paws come up and bap at your arm.
They grabbed my wrist. They're like, why are you playing with the... Oh, good. That's the scratching pad.
Play with the cat, not the mouse.
Right? That was a good one. Good one. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm going to finish getting my short story submitted. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. And we're back.
Or at least 2 out of 3 of us are back.
You didn't see me sprint.
Apparently I did not. No, I was heavily into troubleshooting, and unfortunately I have not quite broken this problem, but I did at least find one setting I had forgotten to set, and I'm hoping that I can get it to work, but it may be one of those cases of, all right, you have to completely disconnect all the remote drives and reconnect them to get the new settings to load, and then re-enter them in as a backup destination.
Oh, that's a pain.
Yeah.
How was your sprint, Sako? Okay. While Sako's sorting out her audio, I queried Clark's World, and I was like, I see that they have like an editor actually listed in 3 of the slush readers. And then I saw this little link that says, click here to see what sort of cover letters I like. And his says, don't give me the address. You already put the word count and your name and the title in the submission form. Unless you have these particular instances, just say thanks for your consideration and move on. Like, literally, that's all he wants.
Okay.
He's not universal, but one of the things he does ask for is to say whether or not you are previously unpublished, because that way he can say, hey, it's a new writer. And he said very often he doesn't find out till after the fact. But otherwise, he wants stuff like, if English isn't your first language, he may be a little more lenient on grammar and that sort of thing. And there was a short list of reasons why you might want to put a little note that might give him a second reread. But yeah, other than that, thank you for your consideration. Peace out. Okay. Which I wish more of them were like that. I absolutely hate the pandering sentence and query letters. Short stories get cover letters. They're much shorter, much more precise. And I understand the reason some people actually want the pandering statement is to say, hey, yes, I actually looked at your bio and I'm not just like cold querying every agent in the world. Mm-hmm. But
cold querying everyone with a pulse.
Exactly. But usually, unless you have some actual connection to them, the statement is, I see on your manuscript wish list that you are looking for stories like this, so I thought it would appeal to you.
I discovered that I might have to completely redo my identity because... So I've been working on the same ID package since 2008. And so I have this dying external hard drive that has everything on it. And it doesn't want to load anything from that folder.
Oh, that's not fun.
The upside is I remember everything. So
that's also good.
So redoing it all is really not that big of a pain in the ass. In fact, it's probably much needed.
Apparently Morgan wants to burn it with fire.
I mean, it is my go-to.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my life at the moment.
Oh God.
Because I thought I would just do like a big, like, you know, fancy version of my logo on the back.
Right.
And the files that would give me my logo are
MIA.
Locked away.
Sorry if I keep looking away. The cat has decided it's playtime. So I was picking back up his ribbon toy to shake at him.
It's loading. Oh my gosh, it's loading.
Hey!
I'll hold my breath.
I know, right?
I have to admit, my logo is one of those things that I have like everywhere. It's in Dropbox, so it's on all the machines. It's also loaded onto my phones and my tablets.
I tried to port it over like as is, but it says that there are, let's see, I want my contract release. That would be nice to have. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's giving me access to everything.
Copy while you can.
Yeah, copy while I can. Yeah.
Don't take everything in one bunch. Grab the most important things first.
Grab the most important things first.
Oh my gosh. I can breathe again on your behalf.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, that's uploading. I'm going to pop over to the comments. Heather over on YouTube is back after walking the dog. For those who don't know, the puppy's name is Molly. And it's food time. And now they're cooling off under the ceiling fan because it's hot as blazes.
Heather inspired me to work on my business card.
Nice. And Molly was looking toward the door. I was thinking at first she wanted to go out again, but I think she's just waiting for the boys to get home. Aww, that's always cute. And Chandra got 17 words written and then had a good panic because she didn't go teach the yoga class that it turns out it was not actually her turn to teach. Phew. I have had those panic moments. Not about yoga, but definitely had those panic moments. Oh dear. My laptop's not charging right now.
That's
no.
It's okay. This charger has like a loose outlet, and I have a backup one I can switch it out for. I just have been using the one that works really well as my travel one rather than as my plugged in one. It was working fine as my plugged in one because I would wiggle it to just the right angle and then it would just sit there. But now that I have a cat, maybe not so much.
I can't find the thing that matters.
Oh no! But I was breathing again.
I know, right? Yeah, I can't find the thing that matters.
Files have been... I've definitely been having a grumpy sort of weekend. I mean, I started off the weekend with not being able to find the poetry I wrote, followed promptly by having to work Saturday, followed by I tried to get in the shop and work on my woodcraft project, and I ended up spending an hour and a half polishing the wrong side of the wood. So it's already cut to a certain shape and everything, and I polished the wrong side. So I'm going to have to redo those 3 parts. And so I was like, well, I'll just move on to the next part, and promptly broke 2 belts on the sander, on the belt sander. So I left the shop and was like, I'm going to go just plop on the bed and, you know, sulk and cry for about 5 minutes, and then we can do something else. And I may have kicked a cat, not my cat, someone else's cat, because I was on the bed pouting and I decided to flail my legs like a 5-year-old having a temper tantrum. Because I was very frustrated, and I mean, I just wasted an hour and a half, and then I broke the 2 belts, and yeah, clearly it was not my weekend for getting stuff done. It's definitely been that kind of weekend. And it doesn't help that the AC is not so great in the shop.
Oh, that wouldn't help.
So I was like, let me get cooled down, and then I might have some like cope. And today I was like, maybe I'll go in the shop. And then I was like, no. I have enough cope to go in the shop and be productive. But if I mess something up, I have no cope left. So let's just wait until another time to deal with that.
I found my logo.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Roller coasters here, Sako.
Oh my
Serious
god.
roller coasters. I have it and I can't find it. And I have it.
And I have it and I can't find it.
Oh, now I can't find it again.
Oh no, I
Tell
can't find
me
it
when
again.
it's somewhere safe so I don't get psyched out again. I don't trust it anymore. There's no trust.
Yeah, you just can't trust me.
No, I can't trust your drive.
Can't trust you.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
my dying drives.
Well, we are like 20 minutes over. Do we want to like keep being productive, or do we want to just go find dinner?
Well, how hungry are you? I mean, I don't have dinner for another couple hours.
I just ate a whole stack of cheese and crackers.
What think you, Doc?
I got chips nearby. My server backup is apparently going nicely, and it's just a question of, and my laptop backup appears to be preparing something. It hasn't gotten into actually loading yet, but it hasn't errored off yet. So
I just took my vitamins.
You're living on multivitamins? No.
Just topping off.
Multivitamins and snack food.
And by multivitamin, I mean Flintstones.
Flintstones.
And vitamin C gummies. I find if they're tasty, I'm more likely to take them regularly. If I get like this swallow rather than the chew vitamin, half the time it gets caught in the back of my throat, or it hits like the back on the way down. And then you have that like feeling in the back of your throat for the next 2 hours, or like the coating coats your mouth on the way down.
Oh.
And then I get a little like, do I really want to take my multivitamin? And I get pouty. So Kelly is off to IKEA. Save him some of whatever we decide to eat. So.
Wait, if Kelly's going to IKEA, aren't you supposed to bring us back meatballs?
I've never actually had an IKEA meatball.
Well, if you ever want to try one.
I know where the local IKEA is. I've been there many, many times.
Yeah.
Never done meatballs.
I could probably walk there. So
it'd be a long walk in this weather.
It'd be a long walk, but I could walk there.
Especially in this weather.
I think I've been in IKEA a couple times, and it's like, I found lots of furniture. I could never find where they were selling the bloody meatballs.
They're like by the exit checkout, I think.
No,
they're not.
That's where you can buy them to take them home.
Ooh.
But the diner part is it's usually by the like kids section on the second floor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So
when you come up the escalator, you basically just turn around and it's right there.
At off hours when the restaurant's closed. Because I do sometimes come like late in the evenings or whatever.
Sure.
So maybe because the key times I'd like to avoid are rush hour on Friday and Saturday, all of Saturday.
Yeah, no kidding. Just all of Saturday.
Yeah, especially since our local IKEA is like in the outskirts of the mall.
Yeah.
So
it has its own zip code.
I believe it.
Some of the stores, yeah, pretty much.
I do enjoy wandering through an IKEA, though.
I know where everything is, so whenever I have friends come into town saying, I'm going to your IKEA, I'm like, you want me with you.
Otherwise, you'll get lost.
Otherwise, you'll be lost and just looking at the entire store for like 4 hours.
One of the home remodel blogs that I follow used to live in Richmond, Virginia, and we were basically their local IKEA, and their parents lived up this way. So they would hit my IKEA when they went to go pick up stuff, and I would be like, that's my IKEA. But during the pandemic, they moved to Florida, so they're not going to be using my IKEA anymore.
No, probably not. They're probably not going to be using IKEA at all anymore if they're going to Florida.
They downsized from like 3,400 square feet to like 12, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. but they also put in a pool, and the weather's nice, so they have a great deck outside that they can use.
Great.
And they realized how many of the spaces they were actually using versus, we have all these rooms, but only 2 of them get used all the time.
Yeah.
And so they downsized.
We have that certain problem that we've got an entire floor which is essentially storage, and unfortunately it's storage because we had to put stuff that was displaced, and we haven't been able to move anything back yet.
Yeah. These things happen. Now I have this song stuck in my head. There's a song about IKEA by Jonathan Coulton.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh my God, you've never heard this song?
Never heard this song.
Okay. We may have to take like a 4-minute break just to listen to the IKEA song. So
but then you'll get copyright claimed.
Will I? Okay. Well, I'll just play the chorus. How about that?
Okay.
On YouTube.
Wouldn't it be funny if Jonathan Coulton himself copyright claimed you?
Honestly, I think you're more likely to get Jonathan Coulton to come on as a guest on your stream and play the song for you.
And I was at his concert.
Copyright claim it on his behalf, despite the fact that he's the performer.
I was at his concert last month. That was like the first thing. Oh, I was just saying one of the house bloggers I watch moved to Florida and is no longer using my IKEA. I think I have audio sharing. Here we go.
Long ago in days of yore, it began with a god named Thor. There was gardens and boats and some plants for furniture store. Not a bodega, not a mall. This is a bank for apartments smaller than mine. As if there were apartments smaller than mine. IKEA, the broken pine and handles Norseman. IKEA, still furniture for house kids and sportsmen. Everyone has a home. If you don't have a home, you can buy one there.
You can buy a home at IKEA?
I mean, effectively. So, yeah. So it was actually on Rock Band. You could get it as one of the songs you added. So I highly recommend. Jonathan Coulton has a lot of fun things. But, yeah, this is the IKEA theme song, basically. And I think of my brother-in-law when they say, a handful of Norsemen, because he's like a big burly Viking guy. So see you later, Kelly. Enjoy your IKEA visit.
And Heather, what we were saying about Florida is that people were moving to Florida so they would no longer be able to get their IKEA fix.
Heather says she was chatting with somebody on the Vistaprint site.
Cool.
So
making sure you're going to get what you want to get.
That's a great way to do it. But yeah,
if you try sometimes to get what you need.
I hit a con and I was handing these out like candy, and Sako was like shaking her fist that she didn't have hers with her.
Yeah,
but I mean,
and even so, I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
The business cards always go in the con kit, and that's one of the things you have to check at least a month before the con. Is do I have enough?
I ordered them for 2020 because I was going to be at all these cons, and then 2020 got canceled the whole year. So I had them, and they were just itching to be used because my old ones didn't have the vlogger on there, and now I guess they're out of date because it doesn't have podcaster on there.
Oh, well.
Because I didn't start podcasting till August. So. But yeah. So we were going to do another sprint.
Yeah, let's do it.
There was talk.
Apparently you can only share one screen at a time. So I had to unshare my screen. Okay, there we go. I was sharing the IKEA song. Part of the video. So. Okay. Well, I am maybe going. I think I'm going to look at my my novel query letter right now and maybe send out again and see how many of the queries I send out have aged out, because I don't know how many of you have tried to be traditionally published and queried agents, but when you do that, some of them say if you don't hear back in 6 weeks, just move on with your life. I mean, no answer means no thank you.
Yeah, honestly, that's very nice of them to put that up front.
Yeah.
Because they don't like it when you double query something. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to put my story with you in limbo forever.
No. Luckily, with agents, you're expected to multiple submissions. You're supposed to query multiple agents, and nobody expects you're only waiting on that one person. So that's good. So okay, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back. Meow meow. I know. Where's your sprint?
I guess yours was spent petting the putty tat.
No, it was trying to type over the putty tat. And I found one of the agents on the will query next list. Her agency has a very particular way they want their query letters, so I'm working on rewriting mine right now. So, but yeah, so I really like this trend I've seen of when writing query letters. This is ideal, but if you can't do this, say this, and if you can't say that, then say this. Where it's best to have a personal connection, but if not, it's best to compare yours to something they already represent, and if not, just say you saw them.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like if you can't do best practice, next best practice is okay, and if you can't honestly do that, next best practice is okay. If you don't have the perfect query, we're not throwing you away.
Yeah.
So, hi. I'm sorry. He's being cute, and he has the soft paws right now. His toe beans are the same pink as his nose.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I was surprised by Katie.
It's a cat thing. We all understand.
We all understand.
So how was your sprint?
My sprint is about ready to press print for the business cards. So
Nice.
And I'm going for like cheap and easy to write on.
Yeah.
Like how about you, Doc?
Thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. The backup to my server's backup to the new drive is going great. My laptop's connection to backup to the new drive is spinning, and I'm not sure, but it might be that the server is getting in the way and it's just waiting. So since I found myself effectively sitting here waiting, watching little bars get marginally longer over a long period of time, I went and pulled up Duolingo and did 2 Spanish lessons while I was waiting. So I got my Spanish in for today.
Super productive. Do people want just a stream of me petting my cat? It only works if he cooperates, though.
Yep. Kind of like using a cat as a wrist rest while typing. Only works if the cat is in the mood to do it.
Yeah, clearly.
Otherwise, it turns into a sudden game of attack the wrist.
True facts. So.
Which, if you've got leather bracers on, may not be a problem.
I do have my craft gloves right here. They're fingerless, but would protect the meat of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather not teach them to play that game. Mama don't play like that.
Mama don't play like that?
Yo.
Homie, don't play that.
Look at that stretch. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Those little murder mittens.
Murder mittens.
Yep.
So, do we want to do another sprint? Do we want to go to dinner?
I think it's time for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are about an hour past, so.
Yeah. Are you finding having the cat therapeutic?
I am really, really inspirational for naps.
Mm-hmm.
Really inspirational for naps, yeah.
Right? Having the warm, purr monster on your lap just soothes the soul.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what my blood pressure is going to be like this week. A couple spikes, but so I guess it's time for outros. Do we want to start with Doc?
Okay, I can do that. I'm Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. You can find all my stuff just by Googling Doc Coleman Steampunk. I started my series in 2017 with my Crackle and Bang adventure series back in 2017 with The Perils of Prague. I'm currently working on The Kindred of Kali, which I hope to get out in this next year, if I can just get myself moving on it again. But I also have some Crackle and Bang vignettes out there in terms of short stories and stories submitted to anthologies. So be on the lookout for those.
Cool.
That's pretty nifty.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey. If we haven't met yet, I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and a whole bunch of other things. And sometimes I combine all of those things. So if you are looking for videos that specialize in marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. You should drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am an actively querying, submitting fantasy writer who, you know, might get back to that space fantasy, maybe for Nano. We'll see. And I blog, vlog, podcast, writing tips, and writerly musings. This week's blog post and vlog post was Taming Your Squirrels. Ways to identify what's stopping your writing and get past them, whether they be external or internal problems that are stopping you from making your progress. So there are notes from Imaginarium, the convention Sako and I hit a couple weeks ago. So that was pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So you can find that on YouTube/Morgan Hazelwood or over on the blog if you'd rather just read it at morganhazelwood.com. Popping in the comments before we actually go, Heather enjoyed watching me pet the cat. Chandra said that the cat would make a good timer. And Heather said MM Ward made a timer out of bees.
Yay.
Bees? No.
So thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a lovely week as well.
And hello to Tessa, who came in just as we're leaving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Tessa.
Bye, Tessa.
This is Catechus, in case you missed it. My new kitty. So have a good week. Bye.
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 From me and Catechus.